Hello friends, welcome to Entri, India's best application and best YouTube channel to crack any of the government exam. I, Deepani Bhardwaj, welcome you all again, and today we are going to have discussion on very important topic, that is IBPS PO 2020. See, IBPS already released its notification about all its dates and exams, so we know that in this week, that is in the first week of August, IPS PO is going to release its notification, isn't it? See, this IPS PO exam will be conducted by IBPS, that is what? It's Institute of Banking Personnel Selection to select eligible candidates to the post of PO in public sector banks in India. IPS PO exam is conducted every year since 2011 and is now happening in 2020 in its 10th edition. So, IPS CRP PO MTX 2020 is for selection of candidates to 17 public sector banks. So, let's have discussion on its notification first. See, IPS PO 2020 is going to release its notification anytime. IBPS will soon release the notification for IBPS 2020 as it was mentioned in its documents that it will be releasing its notification in first week of August. So it is likely IBPS will release the notification which contains all the details pertaining to IBPS 2020 exam tentatively in the first week of August, that is the present week that is going on. Candidates who are planning to appear for the exams can check all the details such as IBPS PO eligibility criteria, important dates, application process, total number of vacancies, everything from here. And today we are going to discuss each and everything that is required for IPS PO, right from the notification part to the previous year's cutoff part, eligibility criteria, each and everything we are going to discuss. So now let's discuss about the important dates of IPS PO 2020. See, IPS released its examination dates along with its examination calendar for the year 2021, that is the present year. As per the latest calendar of IBPS, the prelims of IBPS is scheduled to be conducted on 3rd of October, 4th of October and 10th of October, while the mains exam is scheduled on 28th November 2020. So these are the important dates for IPS PO. That is, its notification is going to release in the first week of August. Its registration will start in the first week of August itself, and the end of registration for the exam would be in the last week of August 2020. When its admit card are going to release for PRT, that is pre-examination training, it will release on September 2020, and pre-examination training will start in September 2020 itself. Fine. Now coming on to the IPS PO vacancy 2020. For the vacancy of 2020, more than 20 lakh aspirants appear for IPS PO every year. IBPS will introduce the total number of vacancies for IPS PO 2021 exam along with its official notification. Last year, the total number of vacancies were 4,336. So it is also expected that this year also its vacancy would go around something around 4,000. So available posts for IPS PO 2021 would be updated in its official notification. For the year 2019 and 2020, its posts were 4,336, and for the year 2018 and 19, they kept the seats as 4,252. So the name of the vacant positions that are going to be released this week are for the probationary officers, that is PO, and management trainees, that is MT. Fine. Now coming on to the IPS PO Recruitment 2020. Now, PO and management trainees are recruited every year through a common written examination, that is CWE. It is also known as the IPS PO exam. The CWE was started in 2011 as already told earlier and is being conducted for the 10th time this year. The IPS PO selection consists of three phases, that is the prelims, mains and the interview. Fine. Now, the candidates must qualify each of them to proceed to the next phase, and these are the important things. First of all, if I talk about the prelims exam, an adequate number of candidates in each category are shortlisted by IBPS depending upon the requirements for online main exams. For the online main exams, candidates must qualify the sectional as well as the overall cutoff in the main exam to be eligible for the interview. And now for the interview, this interview will be conducted by the participating organizations and coordinated by the nodal bank in each of the state and union territories with the help of IBPS. Then the final result is declared on the basis of candidates' combined performance in IBPO mains and interview rounds. From this, one point is clear that IBPS prelims is just only meant to open the gate to enter for the online mains exam. So the final result is declared on the performance of IBPS mains and interview process. For the provisional allotment of the qualified candidate is released on the official website. The IBPS banks are allotted based on candidates' preferences which are made at the time of online application. When you will fill this application, you will be asked to fulfill your preferences. So fulfill your preferences according to your need or according to your criteria. Fine. So whatever you find good, please go up according to that. Now coming on to the IBPS PO examination pattern. IBPS introduced separate sectional timing for each sections in prelims. The IBPS PO exam for hiring candidates will be based on the online written examination in two parts, that is Tier 1 and Tier 2. This examination is followed by a face-to-face interview process. So for the prelims part, you are going to have three subjects, that is English language, numerical ability and the reasoning ability. Fine. So IBPS PO prelims has total duration of 60 minutes as you can see, which will be conducted in online mode. It consists of three sections with a total of how much questions? 100 questions as mentioned here, and the maximum marks are also of 100. Now there is a negative marking in IBPS PO pre-exam and 0.25 marks are deducted for each wrong answer. So please do remember, if you are giving a wrong answer, minus 2.5 marks are added there. Fine. So please remember, there is a negative marks reduction as well. So candidates must clear the cutoff in all these three sections to qualify the IBPS PO mains. And these are the three sections. So the total time duration is of 60 minutes and 20 minutes are given each for English language, numerical ability and reasoning ability. Let's move on to the mains exam part. Now coming on to the mains examination part, IBPS PO mains is also conducted online and it has 5 sections, that is 4 sections, these one, and the 5th one is this. Fine. Now total duration of 180 plus 30 minutes is given. Just like IBPS PO 2017, IBPS will be conducting a descriptive paper in its main exams for selection. Now, the sections must be attempted in the same order and the allotted time is mandated at the time of the exam. A candidate has to clear both prelims and mains exam to be eligible for interview process. So there are going to be 5 different sections. First, there will be 4. And in these 4 sections, you are going to give reasoning and computer aptitude, where you will be having 45 questions and maximum marks would be of 60. And time duration is again of 60 minutes. For the English language, you are going to have 35 questions, 40 marks would be there, and 40 minutes time duration would also be allotted. For the data analysis and interpretation part, you will be having 35 number of questions, 60 maximum marks would be there, and time duration would be of 45 minutes. Similarly, for general economy and banking awareness, 40 questions would be there, which would be covering 40 marks, and time duration that would be given is of 35 minutes. So here you can see that total number of questions are 155, maximum marks are of 200, and total time duration is of 3 hours, that is of 180 minutes. Now, 5th part is of English language, that is here you will be asked to write a letter writing an essay. Here 2 questions are there and maximum marks are of 25 and you are given half an hour for the same. Fine. Now let's move on to the IBPS PO interview part. The candidates who have qualified the mains exam are called for face-to-face interview, which carries a maximum of 100 marks. The minimum marks to qualify in the interview is 40% and 35% is for SC, ST, OBC and PWD candidates. Fine. This interview round is generally of 15 to 20 minutes where a panel of bank officials ask questions to the candidates about themselves, banking sector, current affairs, general awareness and other things. The candidate must be well dressed, confident and carry all the required documents for the interview. Fine. Now let's move on to the final score calculation for IPS PO exam. Final score for the IBPS PO exam is calculated keeping the following things in the mind. The first thing is that marks obtained in prelims will not be considered in the final score as only for qualifying to the mains exam, which I told earlier that only prelims exam is meant to be entered into the mains part. That's it. Now, candidates must qualify phase 2 and interview process separately to be eligible for the final merit. The weightage of CWE mains exam and interview for the final merit list will be in the ratio of 80:20. And the main thing is that the aggregate score out of 100 is used for the final merit list for each category. The candidates with the top merit rank in each category are finally selected. Fine. So now let's have a discussion on IBPS PO eligibility criteria of 2020. So every year this examination is conducted and the qualification that is given for it is that you must have a graduation degree. The thing is that many students ask, sir, I am not from maths background, sir, I am doing BA or I have done BA, so what should I do? Please, you need not have to any worry, please do not worry about that, because the eligibility criteria for IPS CWE exam is as basic as graduation degree. So only thing that you need is graduation degree. It can be BA, it can be BCom, it can be BSc, BTech or anything. Fine, but it must be from a university recognized by the government of India. So any such candidate who has received equivalent qualification which is recognized by the central government is eligible to apply for this exam. Fine. So now let's have a discussion on the most important thing, that is its cutoff. So according to the previous year's cutoff, here is the IBPS PO pre-examination cutoff for the general category. See, for the English language, as already told, the maximum marks were of 30. For quantitative aptitude, you were having 35 marks. For reasoning ability, 35. That is total number of marks were 100. But the cutoff for the EWS and unreserved category, that is the general category, for the English language cutoff was 10.50. For the general category, quantitative aptitudes cutoff was 8.75. For reasoning ability, it was 10.25. That is the total of 59.75 was the cutoff for general category. So let's have a discussion on the category wise cutoff. So IPS PO cutoff of last year was, for the general category it was of 59.75, for OBC 59.75, for the SC 53.50, for ST 46.25, for EWS again same 59.75, for HI it was 21.25, for OC it was 44.50, similarly for VI and ID it was 52.25 and 20.75 respectively. So these were the cutoff of 2019 and 2020, and for this year it would be decided later according to the performance that would be given by the candidates. Fine. So from this you can have a clear idea what type of exam is it, what type of questions can be asked. For the type of questions, you can regularly give the exam which we are providing on Entri application. So please install the Entri application, and apart from that we are also providing live IBPS RRB rank booster quiz on the daily basis. So please attempt this live quiz which we are giving at 10 a.m. Here 15 questions are there which you have to solve in 15 minutes. And this rank booster quiz will surely boost up your rank, and it's given in the link that is in the description. So please use the link that is given in the description to give this quiz. Kindly like this video, comment and share this video as much as possible. And if you have any kind of doubt, if you want to ask any of the question, comment section is available for you and we are sitting for you 24/7. So please do comment any doubt or anything regarding this video. So please do like and share as much as possible. So thanking you. Thanks a lot.